vitamins, minerals, and herbs that you may not be getting in your diet. Restulex will help ease and comfort your restless legs within 24 hours and will allow you to go back to your regular routine without discomfort or embarrassment.
Call 888-4FIT-LEGS. That's 888-434-8534. Or visit 4fitlegs.com. That's the number 4fitlegs.com. And ask how you can get Restulex for free today.
You know, we've been having a lot of false attacks and just the most outrageous lies you can imagine made up about us lately because people are getting so upset by our success. And it's given us record internet audience. We're hitting records we've never hit before. So I guess all weapons formed against us will be turned into blessings, as they say. Ha-ha! Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. I got you in a stranglehold, baby. Your calls are coming up. A huge news blitz next hour. I'm going to go through it all. Next segment, I'm going to play some short clips of Sean Hannity and others admitting world government's real, world takeover, that we, the kooks, were right. Yeah, because we can read documents, public documents, and study history. We got Ann Coulter saying Ron Paul was right. Just amazing stuff coming up. Tommy Cryer, just recap your case. You beat him. It made him hopping mad. We've got Larry Becraft and other serious constitutional lawyers like yourself who's been beating him successful. And the reason I like to have you on in this whole series of interviews we're doing, perhaps I'll have you on with Joe Bannister or something at the same time in the next few weeks when they're on, is that there's all these conspiracy kooks who really are conspiracy kooks who discredit us, who tell people all these lies and trust and get people put in prison. So we don't want to tell people, this is like the mafia. This is a big decision to decide to go up against these people. It's not a battle I've chosen, but I commend those that have the courage like yourself to do that.
Jesse, before somebody does decide to go one-on-one, see, Truth Attack, the organization I formed to fight this beast and to do it in, is a coalition. It's not just a group of people. It's a coalition of a lot of organizations working together hand in hand now. That's what we needed to do, is to consolidate the movement instead of fighting against and with each other. And it offers a lot of things that people can do that actually does more damage to the beast than beating him in court. And but if they do want to go one-on-one with the beast, they need to first go to truthattack.org and take the pre-induction physical there. It tells them, make sure you're fit for singular combat with this monster. It's the most powerful and dangerous organization in the world. And there are two sides of it that it can't defend, the lies and the myths. And, if you want to fight the lies and the myths, you can do that without having to put your neck on the block. Now, we need people like Larry Becraft out there, and we need people that are out there, willing to stand up and do battle. But we also need a lot of people out there fighting and chopping away at the lies and myths that the Internal Revenue Service uses to scam, intimidate, coerce, or just out and out take by force, the money and the property of people that aren't even liable for the income tax to begin with.
Well, here's two examples I want you to speak to, and then your case specifically. We're going to get into a bunch of other issues with Tommy Cryer, our guest attorney at law. And it's this. Here's an example. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. And then it goes on to the press or to assemble. But the government's regulating all the major religious institutions, and if they don't go get a license from them, they're taxed. But you can make no law. So they're breaking the law there. Well, same thing with the IRS. When they make you fill out those IRS forms under threat of arrest, they're compelling you to violate your own Fifth Amendment to self-incrimination. I mean,
and
this
your
is
Fourth Amendment right to be private in your effects and your personal information.
So speak to that, sir.
Basically, what they've done is they've used a tax that is intended to cover foreign commerce. In other words, non-resident aliens and foreign corporations doing business in the United States. And they have tricked through the use of clever language and very clever drafting that gives impressions. You have to put two parts together to understand it. They usually separate them, put them in different boxes. And what they've done is they have just sold the people on a rule of law instead of the rule of law. And this allows them, it's more about control than it is about money even.
Ooh, I love that. It's a rule of law. You're right. Under the IRS system, they've now set up family courts that are outside the Constitution, no due process, don't have juries. They've set up all these other new environmental courts that so Monsanto can poison things, but it's their own federal court that isn't exactly. They're converting the whole system from liberty to tyranny, from due process to Napoleonic law through the envelope of the IRS fraud.
Yeah, exactly. And they're using the network supposedly of canvassing for liability and collecting taxes in order to maintain a 24/7, 365 monitoring of every one of our activities, particularly our financial activities.
All right, stay there. We're gonna
business but ours.
Tommy, long segment coming up. Plenty of time for you to get into detail here. I want to break down the facts you're laying on people. Each one of them a bombshell. These are documented. Then we're going to play these Ann Coulter clips and the Fox News clips where they love Ron Paul and they want to fight the New World Order. Yeah, right. And Glenn Beck's going to debunk the FEMA camps next Monday.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, this is Steve Shank. Alex has told you have to get a supply of food, but Alex and I have decided that there are some of you that we really don't want to have food. If you're a politician who voted for the bailout, don't call eFoods Direct. If you agree with one guy screaming about global warming instead of 650 climatologists who know the earth is cooling, don't call eFoods Direct. If you think growing food for cars is better than feeding people, don't get food. If you think waiting for a